Mm-hmm. This has to start somewhere. This has to start sometime. What better place than here? What better time than now? To do the stream, Cassidy!
Oh,
Best time, right now.
hell can't stop us now.
Hello!
Hello, Johnny.
Welcome to the Bag Game Hall of Fame. I'm your host, Johnny Baghead, with my co-host, the littlest cow girl I know, Little Cassidy. Hello there. Look at this technology.
I have to skateboard on a tech deck. It's the worst.
But yes, welcome back. This is episode 2 of Johnny Baghead's Not So Pro Skater. And yes, we have Cassie along for the ride. Gonna do some pop
there's
shove
two
it,
in the
right?
title. This is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 that we're covering today, so
Yes.
I figured 2 people
Yeah.
on deck.
On the decks, yes. We're going to be looking at Nintendo 64, Game Boy Color, Advance, Xbox. We're going all over the place for this one today. This
Don't
is
forget
be...
PC.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah.
A very special
bonus
international
PC,
release.
Yes. Yeah. So, I don't know. What do you think of Tony Hawk's 2? Good?
I think it's great. The version I grew up with was the PS1 version after having played the N64 version of THPS1.
Oh, started with that one. Okay.
It was a rough start, but PS1 more or less straightened things out. Ran at about 10 frames per second is how I remember it in my head. Sticky inputs on it, but shit, man, it's Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. It's one of the best of all time until Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, which is the best of all time.
Yeah, it is still in Metacritic's top 10 though. I think to this day, top 5 even.
I think that's well earned.
Yeah, one of the most important games of all time. And I think we can. Sorry, left my controller to the side there. I think we can get into it. Let's go over here in our little corner here.
I'm the devil on your shoulder.
Yeah.
So what version are we starting with first?
So we are going to start first with the Nintendo 64 version. This is mostly going to be as our main reference point for the main version, because outside of audio and some other stuff, this is mostly the same game. But at the same time, there's enough oddities with it, little differences, that I think will make it worth looking at. You won't hear game audio for a sec, just because of how loud this intro is.
And since we are trying to dodge copyright here still, it's a fruitless effort. I'm sure it's still going to go wrong in the end, but just for my sanity, for my sake.
Yeah.
Slime Generator points out this is the only console version with non-ridiculous loading times as well of THPS2. Courtesy of the cartridge.
Maybe. Granted, because we're emulating, so I don't know how the real load times are. But they're still quite sizable, even for a cartridge game. Hang on a second. Did you hear that echoing?
I did, but that's probably because you have Parsec open.
Right. So why would that be coming through Parsec?
Just make sure it's unmuted for now, and I just let it roll, and I'll troubleshoot it. I think that's the game. Back out of this menu. Get to anywhere else in the game. Huh.
No. Thanks, Ron here.
Interesting. Check your audio. Troubleshooting, folks. You gotta love it. While you're figuring this out, while you're looking at all your lines and stuff and making sure your monitoring device is not the same as your mic and auxiliary audio, I think that'll do it. When did you first play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2? Because I played this when it was contemporary. I was contemporaneous with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2.
So this is the first one I played. I actually did not play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 until a bit afterwards, so I would have started with the PlayStation 1 version, as most would have. Probably demos. I survived off of PlayStation 1 demo discs for a long time. That's how I got most of my gaming done. So I probably had a demo disc for this for the longest time. I think audio should be good now, by the way.
Yeah, we're fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So might as well just jump in a career here for a little bit.
Show off what it.
Yeah. I gotta play as Tony. It's his game.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all the other characters they're just there as a joke, as far as I'm aware.
Alright. Mm-hmm.
All right, can you get every single goal in one run? This
Probably
is a true
not,
test.
I got $50 though. Also, I think that text is different actually.
The font, you mean, or?
No, I'm used to it just saying 50. Which I wonder if that might be a PAL NTSC thing though. Oh,
Speaking of
how did I make
things, do you notice the stuff flashing on the sides
yeah,
of the
it's
screen
the
there?
overscan stuff. That's just a N64 special, as far as I can tell.
Let's crop that. Let's do our audience a favor and maybe get rid of the overscan there.
Okay.
You want to right-click transform on that?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if to make a separate filter because I think it's only.
It can't be locked. It can't be a locked source when you do it. Notice how in the sources unless there's a lock next. Yep.
But yeah, all these N64 ones do this for some reason, where they just have extra font in the back.
Try 48 off the right. Can I eyeball this shit? Can I eyeball this shit? 48 off the left.
Oh yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, nailed that in one.
Oh, you clicked on the wrong source. Yep.
Yeah,
there you go. 48 off the left, and then do 64 off the top, 64 off the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, well, that's Nintendo 64. You gotta.
Yeah.
There we go. Right.
It's a sickness that I know these things. Also, one of these days we're gonna change your RetroArch settings so that it doesn't pause whenever you're outside the window.
Oh yeah. I think I just default to that for some reason. There we go.
So, what are the differences between Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2? What are some of the changes they made here?
Okay.
As if I don't know, but for the benefit of folk at home.
Oh yeah, so a few things. Okay, not this version. Okay, but we've got manuals. Whoa.
Finally allowing you to chain shit together, which was not really a factor in the original.
Yeah. More goals per level is the main one.
I would also say more dynamic scripting in the levels, like this helicopter.
Oh yeah,
you're showing off with the helicopter here how the level can update dynamically based off of like the objectives that you're doing, or like hidden areas in the maps. Which I guess there were hidden areas in THPS 1. This not as.
Oh yeah, not stuff you open though. That was the big difference for sure. Oh yeah, you can't check. Right, you can't check what your goals are mid-level.
Yeah, that's still the same from 1, and was a massive point of contention for me personally, who had a very short-term memory for this sort of stuff. You got all the collect objectives.
Oh yeah, I got
that's
a lot.
Good enough. And you got the nose grind, so that's not half bad. Is that enough to unlock a level, I wonder?
That should be enough for a level, yeah.
Pro Striker 92 asks, this is on the N gauge? No, this is the N64 version.
Yeah.
They self-corrected, so.
How quickly is this to save? Oh yeah, that's super quick. Let's see.
Well, you know what? We are getting cropped a little too much at the top. Switch the top cropping to 48.
Yeah.
Or to 60 or something, I'm not sure. My eyeballing only works so well. Yeah, just do 48.
Just 48 on all of it?
Or 54. 54 on top, 54 on bottom. That's my final answer.
There we go.
Yeah, that should be good. All Guide Soul asks, is the music copyrighted, or is the N64 version being awesome? We have it
Yeah,
very
we
low
have
in the
it
mix
low. Yeah.
because I would like to be able to monetize these episodes on YouTube in some
Yeah.
capacity. I would like to not get them taken down immediately. Okay, so you got the hang time gaps, I think, are easy enough to do here. I mean, I've played this level so many times. I mean, I guess everyone has. Everyone who's played a lot of Tony has played a lot of this level, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Slime says, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 soundtrack is really grody, to be honest. It's got Gorilla Radio in it. And May 6th... Wait, no. May 16th is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, right? My favorite Lagwagon.
Oh, I don't remember. This has... Well, it has Bring the Noise with Anthrax. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know why that came up.
Slime confirming that May 16th by Lagwagon is in fact THPS2.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I did do... So the way the controls worked on this is they used the C buttons like they were the face buttons on a, you know, like a DualShock controller, and that works well enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as far as I could see, most of the game feel, physics, things like that. Oh, that looked funky though.
Well, that's just the game. I think that's just inherent to the engine that powers Tony. The infernal internal machine. Is the "you're rich" text unique to this? Where it says $100 you're rich? I don't recall that from the PS1 version.
I remember it just saying 50, 100. Yeah.
Weird, very unnecessary change, but I guess that was Edge of Reality, the conversion team, inserting themselves into.
There's the barrel. That should be enough
to get us to a new locale. School fucking 2, baby.
I have one thing I want to show off in the School 2, but then we'll probably move on because this is mostly the version that everyone would know. The main difference.
It's a baseline.
Yeah. You know, you don't have the full motion video. The music is definitely like cut up loops, but it's not too
Chopped
bad.
And screwed, some would call it.
Most of them just kind of turn into instrumentals.
Oh, is this gonna be like right on time?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing that I want to check for...
To see if it works in this version, yep.
It might not be in this version. Let's see. Oh, they might have removed it. I have a minute to try this.
For those who don't know, there is a fun little glitch here where you can get out of bounds going through this door if you you bail into it or like do a grind into it or something along those lines.
It might just be gone.
Slime's saying it's kind of harder to hit than it looks. I know I can do it somewhat reliably in the PS1 version.
I could definitely do it easier than this. Come on, turn around, Tony. Never have I bashed into a wall.
I don't know, this looks like a Tuesday afternoon to me.
Yeah,
I mean, who's to say that this uses the same, like... Yeah, this could be like a complete different branch or version of the...
That's a great ramp placement, by the way.
This interior... I know this might be spoiling something that comes a little later, but I could not get this to open up in THPS2X.
Oh, okay.
Am I sampling that? Like, I was hitting it well on time. I had speed maxed out. But, like, it just would not open those doors. And I think I recall there being some sort of, like, timing error.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that when we get into that.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's basically it. It's all pretty much the same. There is one exclusive level in this version I really wanted to show off, but this is one of the few versions that doesn't have any unlock cheats codes. They ported over the Matt Hoffman factory from Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 1, and it's unlockable in this. To unlock it in this, you have to get golds in every single event with every single character.
That's fucking brutal.
What was that
Huh?
horn? What happened? Oh, okay. Oh, it's the competition level start klaxon. But it played before the replay.
Yeah. By the way, they're saying that I'm 1 pixel too high.
Oh,
So if
no.
you can adjust my offsets by 1 pixel, I'd be appreciative. Thank you.
There we go.
The whole world will know that I cut off below the shoulders. I can't have them know that.
Alright,
Okay.
But yeah,
So
there's again, like I said, it's mostly the same. It you know, someone who's more versed in like the specific nuances could probably say if there were any subtle difference in the physics and things like that. But it mostly seems to feel the same. Decent version. But what if you had to make that for the Nintendo Game Boy Color?
well, I'm sure it'd be 1-to-1. I'm sure this will be just as good.
So let's find out. Here we go. So yeah, this version came out in 21st.
You have to turn that pause when you're out of window thing off. It's going to drive me up the wall. I'm sorry.
We'll change it next game. But yeah, this was the 7th of November 2000 with Natsune back again.
Is the music on in OBS, by the way? Can
Not
folk
yet.
at home hear this?
There we go.
You don't got to worry about the copyrighted music in this one.
Yes, yeah, we're all good here.
This is an impressively digitized title.
Yeah,
screen.
yeah.
That's a lot of color for...
Alright, so we'll just go into career now. I do have some passwords if we need to look at some later stuff. But let's see. We've got Tony. Bob Burnquist. He's really unhappy to be in this game. I don't know what happened to him. He's all sad.
Wasn't he trying to get his own series off the ground at this point, at around this time?
I don't know about
they had
that.
To, like, renegotiate with him constantly.
Not long after this, he would have been in the ESPN one that Konami made. I didn't know he was trying to make his own one, though.
Or something along those lines. It could have just been that he was
also,
in ESPN.
yeah, actually, look at the portrait for Tony now. He's having a rough time as well. What's going on to his side there? I don't know. Steve, yeah, Carlello, he's having a great time. Yeah, Kareem Campbell. Yeah, Rune Griffberg. I know it's not his name, it's just what I call him. Yeah, Eric Costin. Bucky Lasik. Yeah, there's Rodney. He's got real emo cut in his like big picture.
He's also got no speed. He's great at ollieing and acceleration,
yeah,
but slow as molasses apparently.
Yep, of course, Chad with his backpack. Yeah, Andrew Reynolds. Jeff Rowley, yeah, so we got everyone here. Got Jamie Thomas.
Even Jamie.
Alright.
Now, I want to see Tony's sprite, but then I want to see, after Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Game Boy Color, after the first one, where every character was the same, but they had a palette shift.
Yeah, yeah.
Including Alyssa Steamer, who had no unique sprites. I want to see what Alyssa's sprites look like in this game.
So
see if they bothered.
Yeah. So interesting, we actually have 4 levels from the get-go, and then we have to unlock the later ones. So we're actually going to start... Well, let's go to Hannah just because it's...
Point of comparison.
Yeah, 5 grinds on a helicopter, 1,500 point combo, gate letters, 10,000 points.
Is that it?
Okay,
I guess
so
that's it.
On the ground, A is jump, and you don't hold it, you just tap it when you want to jump. Oh. B on the ground
just a half
is
pipe.
break. Yeah, yeah, so these are like long scaling levels. I don't know how to get that letter. Whoa.
Maybe you need to be tricking to like build momentum here. Or is there a button to like revert to maintain momentum?
We have 2 buttons here. Yeah, see, when you're on a half pipe, it's a lot easier to get the speed up because you can pump on them. So yeah, if you could do tricks in the air with either A or B in a direction.
I think just build up speed on the left-hand side. That's going to be your move.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to get that S.
Let's try one more time.
You're not making it over.
Alright, let's just see more of the level then. So yeah, B in direction, those are grinds in the air. As long as you're, you know, coming up to a rail. Oh, come on, come on.
Jesus wept.
Yeah, this one controls a little funky.
Oh, you don't say.
But I don't think you have to worry about grind balance, thankfully. You can just... Oh, no. Grind to your heart's content, yeah.
Also, look at the point multiplier on this.
Yep.
It's so tiny. Slime in chat says, this game is perfectly capturing what it feels like to watch someone play a Tony game for the first time.
Time's up.
Oh my, it just ends on you? You don't get to keep doing your trick at the end?
Yeah, I guess not. Alright, let's give it one more go. I thought I got one of the goals there. Oh wow, they don't even start you in the first half pipe. I just realised. Oh.
Yeah, just build up maximum speed here.
Yay! Okay, why didn't I grind there? Is it because I was holding the button?
I think you need some actual momentum before you try to...
Yeah, that rail's just rough to hit. Okay, I can do
I think you gotta go,
ollie
like, ramping
spins.
up. Yeah. Hey, Johnny, this game might suck.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's firm, apparently, if you believe the signage there.
Well, I say flip the script on that, because this seems rough.
Yeah.
It looks great. Like, credit where credit's due for a Game Boy Color game. The use of dithering here, the color depth on display. I would not be shocked to find that this was like one of those cartridges that has extra space in, that has like a bulge on it to store the extra like battery space and whatnot, or like whatever like chips it needed to be able to switch between the stuff to bank the stuff so readily and quickly, because it's a looker. The part where you actually play it.
Yeah. I don't know if I could get out of this bit. Because, yeah, the direction for forward and back is just forward and back. Like, there's no pump input. B is your brake, which I don't know why you'd even need one of those.
I think this is, like, this entirely momentum-based. I think you need to, like, get to the left-hand side of the stage, really master that half pipe so you come out of it at the maximum velocity and acceleration, and then just maintain a line fully from the left-hand side of the screen to the right. I think that's what they expect you to do here, and it's unreasonable. It's entirely unreasonable.
Did I do any goals there? Well, let's see another course, shall we? Go to Skate Street. Alright. 1 5-move combo, 5,000 points, skate. Okay, so this is an easier level from the looks of it. Oh, we still got sponsorships, though. Look at that.
Mountain Dew really paid out the pocket for this one, I tell you. Do you think the song is supposed to be based off of an original?
It kind of sounds like that AFI song. A little bit. The Boy Who Wants to Destroy the World or something it's called?
I'm destroying the world. That one.
I don't think that's it, but yes.
And I don't really give a shit because it looks so goddamn cool. That one, right?
No. Oh.
Oh, completely different song.
I read the manual. I don't know how to do any other tricks besides a spin in the air.
Okay, I'm looking for you. Tricks. Here are all the possible tricks you can do. It proceeds to list 10 tricks.
Oh.
A up, A left, A right, A down left, A down right, A up at a lip, and A down at a lip for your lip tricks. A in the air, 180.
Okay, yeah.
Does not look like there are specials.
I actually don't know what the B button does. It claims it's supposed to mess with your grinds, but it doesn't.
B button breaks even in the air.
Even in
B
the...
is purely a brake button.
Oh, okay, yeah. I misread what I read then. Why is it a brake button in the air? I guess just if you're going too far and you're like, oh, I need to... Okay, there we go.
Again, looks gorgeous.
Oh,
Plays like a nightmare.
yeah, not getting any extra time at the end of your combo. That's really rough. Hey, look at that. I did one of them.
Hey, great. That's progress right there.
Alright, let's, we'll give this one more go just to get through more of this level.
All Guide Soul says, Tony stopping in the air instantly, like a Looney Tunes character about to fall down a ravine. Well, I know this is spoilers for later, but isn't it like the slam or like the instant drop in later Tony games where it's just like you press a button to immediately come down?
Well, that is into. That's
big drop, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's big drop.
I'm talking about there's a button you press to slam the board down.
Oh yeah. That's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. Is the... Yeah, well, it was...
The latest and greatest.
Yeah, they changed it in the launch version. It's just when you press triangle, you would just, slam down onto a rail. They did eventually patch it to make it so it was double tap. Which I guess in theory could be useful. Actually, can you manual in this? I never learned that.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that it's not in the guide, and I'm going to say you can't. And select does nothing either, in case you were curious.
Oh, I did do something with the B button. If I press B and back, I do that. Okay, so yeah, you have to be like right over rail. There you go, there's a board slide. Okay, I don't know why sometimes I'm popping out of these half pipes.
So you want to know something absolutely fucked
okay.
in this game? You want to hear something absolutely wild? You know what the highest scoring tricks in this game are? Lip tricks.
Oh. Well, how was I supposed to know I was going to fall doing that? Yeah, I don't know why I'm popping out.
The minimum points you get for a lip trick are 61. You can get as much as 90. 90 is where it caps out and you lose balance. You know how many points you get for doing a 900? 18.
Yeah.
It's only a degree, a turning radius that only, one or two people have achieved in the history of skateboarding. But, 18 points.
Mm-hmm. But now go check out
an axle stall or a hand plant. Whoa!
Go check out New York City. Oh, what? Oh, no. Things have changed.
Huh. So I guess this is harkening back to the top-down levels from Tony 1 on GBA.
A little bit, yeah.
Can you go down the street here, or is this just... Yeah, up, I see what they're doing.
Oh, kind of. Yeah, they kind of did that like lower area you get to.
This is so odd.
Oh no. He's so good at skating.
How's it going for you? Again, it's like I look at this, and part of me is impressed.
Oh, okay, there's a wall there. I couldn't tell with the graphics.
Yeah, so part of me is like, wow, they really went for it. God bless their hearts. They really tried to cram as much as they could into this tiny little cartridge. On the other hand, they were not equipped for the task at hand.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I see the perspective is absolutely fucked here.
Whoa!
Huh? Sick air.
Finally, fourth dimensional skating. Let's get back onto the street. This grind all the taxis goal is miserable. Because you cut. Look how far you jump. That's just me. There's no pressing the button longer or less to do short taps or anything. It's just you hit the button. That's it.
Slime Generator asks, "Is this how everything looks with stereo blindness?" Now, both you and me can answer this question because we are both coincidentally stereo blind.
No, I think
and
this
I can
is
say with confidence, yes, correct, 1000%.
I was gonna say maybe if you have like one-dimensional. All right. Time to go back to school.
And I'll read this question from Tiger Chimera, who asks, the question here is this larger range of area their original vision, and they made the two-dimensional section to fill out when they realized it was unfeasible? Or did these larger areas come later when they figured out how to do it? I would bet that after the design... you know what? You take a stab at this first.
Yeah. It's weird, yeah, because a couple of the levels were, as far as I could see, were just on completely linear tracks. So something did change at some point in the design. I would say not for the better, though. Like, as awkward as it was, I do think having just a mostly linear path, and it's more about, like, picking your, if you're going up a high or a low path, almost like a Sonic level, was probably the better way to handle it. Because now I have the problem that when I'm trying to do up or down input tricks, you move downwards in the air while you jump. Like, look, that's, if I hold down here, I move down on the screen still while I'm in the air. It's really awkward. Oh, yep, that's a Fin.
My take on this is just that, hey, you know what the first game had, what the first Tony on Game Boy Color had? Had two different game modes in it. It had the top-down, and it had the half-pipe mode. And that was the entire game. It was different variations on the half-pipe, and like a small handful of top-down levels.
Yeah.
I think they just wanted to have some degree of feature parity. I think they wanted to have the two different game modes in this so they could say, hey, we have two different game modes again. Which one came first or came second? Which one got more attention given to it? I think the half-pipe, or not the half-pipe, but, you know, this the pure one lane.
Yeah.
Is probably like the stronger, even if it's relatively less ambitious than this. Than these sections where you can go from lane to lane, where you can move up and down. Because this just seems miserable.
Yeah, I'm gonna give school one more go here.
And just the screen real estate here is not sufficient. Which is, you know, the problem for a lot of Game Boy Color games in a lot of different contexts, but...
Yeah. I would say going side-scrolling over the, is it called top scrolling? Is that what you call it? Vertical scrolling.
Yeah.
Is I think better. Because, yeah, the first Natsume Game Boy game, you just had so much trouble actually seeing objects coming up ahead. Like, you think it's bad here, it was way worse in that.
Oh, I know. I do know. That looked so bad. That is so unclear, that ramp into, like, the wall there. But, you know, again, it may look like you're playing as Bobby Hill right now, but other than that, this game is a fucking looker. This
yeah, like, what is this here
for
for?
the Game Boy Color. Go around, I guess.
And yeah, like the height they're trying to demonstrate on this level. Oh, warning, don't go this way. Couldn't figure anything to put there, could you? Just...
Well, we put another wall here. They'll just think we're lazy.
Yeah.
I know. Warning paints.
And yeah, it takes a long time to even just turn around. Nope, you're not hitting the rails, son. Sorry, Bobby, you're apparently not in the right place. There you are.
I guess you're meant to use the shadow as point of reference, like when you're ollieing and whatnot, but that isn't very reliable either. I would dare to say that they did not fully realize this, that they did not put enough thought or effort into this.
Please! Oh. Alright.
Alright,
Yeah,
I want to see Alyssa Steamer.
yeah.
I want to see what her sprite looks like. I want to see if they bothered.
Oh, I could print this out. Okay.
Yeah, if you had your Game Boy printer plugged in.
Yeah.
I wonder if it has cool decals around it. Oh, so you just pay cash to unlock levels in this?
Oh, look at that.
Okay. All right, they gave her hair. Good for them.
Yeah. I imagine some of the sprites are recolors, but yeah, that's a... You can tell, like, even the body shape and all that's different. Yeah. Turn around.
And maybe Kareem Campbell isn't just completely brown like he is in Tony Hawk 1. Maybe they didn't make his shirt, pants, and skin tone all the same color in this one. Maybe they could splurge a little bit.
Yeah, okay. It's such a small objective, but even on this level where they have the objective grind all the taxis, it's so hard because this is how early you have to jump to even... Look, I only bumped it there.
You have to jump before it's on screen.
Yeah, or
basically.
I have to slow right down and even then.
Ah!
Like, okay, if you didn't want to do the hold and let go to jump, that's fine, but you could have done it, you know, platformer style where the... Well, actually, you can't, because you need the A button to do tricks in the air. So they should have done the hold to jump, like, further method. Like, the fact I can't just tap the button lightly to get little jumps makes so much of this game... I guess that's what they want the air brake for. So you can... like that! God, that looks so weird! Let's see more of New York. Oh, whoops.
I forgot how blue New York was.
Apparently that's a quarter pipe at the end here, look. Oh no, not even, just a ramp. Like, why wouldn't you just put... I guess these levels, these street courses, just don't even have quarter pipes. So they are treated as very bespoke, different levels. Oh, yeah. Like, it's more ambitious than the first one, but it might be worse in some regards.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's certainly less accessible. It's less...
Yeah.
Like, you can just pick it up and play it. You really have to commit to... I don't know.
But what I am going to do quickly...
Oh, yeah.
I do have some passwords here.
I can read them out to you if you want me to. I have the passwords up as well.
Oh, do you? Do you? Okay.
Yeah, you're just looking... Are you just looking to unlock everything, basically?
Yeah. Whatever's the best unlock everything password.
It's going to be based on skater. So what skater do you want to...
You know, let's see Kareem then.
Alright. Z. Or Z. B.
B.
N. Exclamation point. All right, second row. B B B B B B B B B B B B B B B.
All B's. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. There we go. So now we can check out Bullrin.
Yeah, Kareem really got to glow up in this version, this Squeakle here versus
See that?
the original.
Oh, never mind. Don't look at that. Okay, I have realized once you get up to a certain speed, you don't need to press the D-pad forward anymore. So that helps a bit.
Now, do you think there's going to be a bull in this level?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, but trying to do any trick. Or am I just doing it wrong? No, yeah, forward, yeah, left, right, A, do tricks. They're weirdly hard to get to come out sometimes.
Dick.
And yeah, if you like press the... Oh!
Yeah!
Okay, that was sick.
All has been forgiven.
I'm not sure why I was jumping there. Yeah,
So despite how sick that loop was, and me saying that they forgave it all, this still seems pretty lousy. Now we're back in the profile view. Augite Soul says, "Why'd they do with Sonic?" No, there have actually been actual loop-de-loops, skateboard loops have existed for a while. Have existed before Sonic the Hedgehog. One would dare to argue.
Yeah, that kicker there just seems to auto. Oh, I tried.
Speaking of Sonic, like Sonic 06, you can just hang at the top of that. It looked like, look, you can just come to a stop and just sort of like hung out at the.
Okay, I'm going to use the brake this time and see what happens.
You'll land straight on your head, and then there'll be a cutaway of Kareem being taken to the hospital. You know what this game doesn't have? It doesn't have the specials. It doesn't have the cutaway screens that Tony Hawk's Skater 1 on Game Boy Color had. Every time you did a trick, it's like, here's a picture of what that trick would look like if we had more than 20 pixels to work with.
Yeah, nah, they don't let you brake when you're up there.
No fun.
Yeah, someone realised what was going on. I find it interesting, like, look how little points you get for the grind, and then as soon as you stick a trick in, it goes way up.
And of course, none of this shit even remotely compares to just doing a lip trick for a microsecond.
Yeah, it's. I guess the thing is just it's the multiplier though. Like if you are able to do really long trick
if you can make it from one end of the level to the other in like a full grind or just like a full like combo.
I really wish you could manual though. It's so weird considering that's one of the big. That's the big thing in Tony Hawk's 2 was a way to link ground tricks together. And that's just completely removed here.
Should we check out Skate Heaven too, as long as we have it unlocked?
Oh, Venice Beach. Okay, and I don't think we have competition levels.
Wait, did you hit that basketball hoop? Are you
Is that what that was?
Kidding me? Fuck off! It's not on the ground. No, someone didn't knock it over.
Well, you don't know that. It might be. Oh.
Christ. I knew the perspective in this game made no fucking sense, but this is beyond the pale.
Oh. What are these here for? Oh, you could grind those. Yeah, you have to use this, like, slam down to make a lot of the grinds in this. Damn, maybe the Tony Hawk 5 devs did like this game a lot.
Slime says they like that buggy-ass super ollie you get from the basketball hoops sometimes, too. I've noticed that not just the basketball hoops, but anytime you're moving up or down and you're above something that is higher above the ground than the surface you were jumping from, and how it'll give you what appears to be a boost into the air because, again, this game's understanding of perspective and height differential is second to none.
Oh. Pizza. Oh, it looks so good though. Yeah, the choice to put the air tricks on the same button as jump was it was a bad one.
It was a choice, all right.
Yeah. And yeah, it's B to do the, and I can't get it to come out consistently, but yeah, B does the like those board transition moves like that. But if you don't want to air brake, you have to tap it and then let go. So yeah, you end up mashing the A button to get tricks to come out a lot of the time. And I get it, it's a 2-button system, but just use the B button.
They had the select button too. They could have done the select button.
Oh, that was. Oh yeah, Skate Heaven.
I'm thinking like, you know, make it a revert or manual, you know, just or both. Speaking
Oh,
of non-Euclidean levels, Slime was making a
yay!
joke about in chat. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna get a sound clip ready for the next time you beef it.
I beefed it too early.
You know, I hear that heaven is a half pipe.
Oh god, even as a young and like edgy teen, I did not like that song.
Oh, you're not down with OPM?
Nah.
I remember that video on MTV. They would play that like 100 times a day, back to back with Clint Eastwood by Gorillaz and Alien Ant Farm's Smooth Criminal video. Those are the only 3 videos they aired on MTV. A long way down. Now, this was a Virtual Boy game. You could find a way into the background over there. You could find a way to change all the way over to that lane.
Oh!
Oh, well, yeah.
Ah. This level design. You know, for as decent as some of the scrolling stages are, this is not one of them.
No.
I don't even know how to get to that lower rail. I'm trying, but he's also popping off this ramp here.
I think you just need more speed. I'm telling you, this is a game about
No.
momentum.
I want to go down and hit that rail.
I mean, that's one way down. KSBTV says, "Oh wow, Game Boy Color Tony Hawk." Yep, welcome to Not So Pro Skater, playing all the weird ass versions of the Tony games.
Hey! Into the abyss
you were so
I go.
close to meeting God, to meeting Skateboard God.
Yeah, that's a rough. Let me just double check if there's anything else to see.
Are you sure you don't want to print out that code first? Get your Game Boy Color printed in? Your Game Boy Color printer plugged in, I should say.
Oh.
Oh, sick! You ever wonder what a front side air looks like?
Well, bam. There it is. I don't even know how...
Game Boy printer?
Nah, sadly.
I did. Piece of shit. But I got with the Game Boy camera.
Alright, here we go.
Do you have to manually advance the credits, or?
No. We gotta chill here. Noticing a mix of like Japanese and Western names on this. Like I understand for the Activision side, but even on the developer side, I guess. Here's the proper development one, so.
Yeah. The first half was like the Activision was the publishing information, so they would have had like brand liaisons and people in North American office.
I might be wrong. I swear I recognized that song credit name. Yoshio Watanabe. It's really familiar.
Watanabe?
Yeah. And yeah, we got
Johnny,
two boards.
Playing this.
I just want to see how many boards Tony had. It's his game. Yeah, that's enough of that one for now.
For an eternity, if you ask me.
It's
okay,
a shame.
So that game...
Yeah, you finish. Yeah, go ahead. I need a drink of water.
I was going to say, that game came out November 2000.
Yeah.
The next game we're going to play, I believe, if we are playing the next handheld installment, is going to have come out May 2001.
Mm-hmm.
So 5-6 months, give or take.
Yeah, I could be wrong. If it's not launched, this was a really early release. But I want to say
we're playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 for the Game Boy Advance.
Yes, now. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 for the Game Boy, developed by Vicarious Visions, the Legends. Let's get this visible. Here we go.
Let's get visible. This looks like it's at a weird resolution. This shouldn't be 4:3. This is a Game Boy Advance.
Let me double check.
Core options.
Because I didn't see anything.
Yeah, that's good. Go back to video settings in the general sense.
Yeah, one second, I'm just gonna...
I mean, you can show the workings on this. Who cares?
Fair enough, fair enough.
I show this shit all the time. Do output. Screen resolution, video. Okay, back.
We've been
Scaling.
here, yeah.
Integer scale on. Aspect ratio 1:1 par. Beautiful. Back out. Get back into the game.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Menu.
Now go to the window settings in RetroArch, where you see, like, at the top bar there, windowed scale set to, like, 3 or 4 or whatever.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know why it's letterboxed, but just set to 1:1. It doesn't matter. It'll fill the frame as it needs to.
There we go. Alright, so I do have a save file on this one. I don't have everything unlocked. But here, you'll see here.
Actually, you know what? This isn't filling out the frame. That's going to bug the shit out of me. Okay, go back to your 1:1 settings on in OBS. Right-click, edit, transform.
Alright.
And crop 60 off the top, 60 off the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
This gets us a little closer to where it should be. As long as it's filling the left and right-hand sides. Go 80.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe. There we go. I'm a little happier with that.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
There we go.
Oh, no, hold on. It is cutting off the bottom. Shit, keep it at 60.
Okay.
This is what happens when I eyeball stuff. Live editing, folks. I'm the master of it. All right, cool. This will be fine. This will be sufficient for me. This will please me. Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, so I actually do have an unlocked. I have an unlocked Spider-Man. Also have Mindy. I don't know who that is. But yeah, we might as well. I don't know if the goals are completed though, are they? Yeah, they are. Okay, so I'm gonna pick a character
who has not yet completed the game.
Let's go for my other boy. Look at that.
Oh, nope, he's completed it.
Oh, huh.
Do you just download a save of this, like, off the internet? Yeah, this will work.
Nope.
So, yeah, this, I think this was a launch title for the Game Boy Advance. One thing I can tell you is that they advertised the fuck out of this version. This was, like, inescapable in Nintendo Power if you were subscribed at the time.
Whoa.
They were so impressed with themselves here. And I guess reasonably so. I mean, they're doing full 3D model in pre-rendered environments. These are effectively the levels. Close enough, anyway.
Yeah.
When you grind the fan blade to open up that section of the map, does it go that?
Also, they added grind balance, which is nice, because in the PS1 version, you still had to eyeball it. It is
tunnel available.
Yeah, it's in a different location, I believe, if I remember right. So, full disclosure, I did rebind the buttons a bit. So, on my end, it's playing a little bit more like Tony Hawk. Because you would have used the LR buttons to do grinds and grab tricks.
Now, I'm an isometric perspective hater.
There we go.
I fully accept that it's strictly necessary for this. That this is definitely an improvement over... Oh, I don't know, just for point of reference, the Game Boy Color version we were looking at before. That, you know, for what the Game Boy Advance was and what was capable of, this was probably the best anyone was going to be able to do.
Yeah, I think for this limited scale, when the levels were still more on the smaller side as they are in this one, I think it works. Oh.
Oh, I saw that secret tape there.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, so that's another thing as well about this version. Some of the goals are different.
What do you think these songs are supposed to, as they come up, what are they supposed to represent?
Okay, this one has a little bit of Caught in a Cyclone vibes, but I think they're mostly going for original compositions, just like that kind of give the same vibes. Because now it kind of sounds like a Street Fighter Third Strike song.
Well, when you unlock Ryu as the final unlockable skater in this, it'll all make sense.
Oh. But yeah, this level is pretty faithful. Like, even most of the goals are the same.
I bet that helicopter's not going to take off, though.
Yeah, I don't think that does.
Yeah, because the wind turbine is now where the area you would unlock.
Yeah.
For grinding the helicopter.
Trying to do the last hand time. Yeah, still no goal check-in.
Mid-level goals, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, you got to jump for that.
I mean,
one.
I'd probably be pretty chuffed to have this as a youngin. Let's see, 2001. I would have been.
There we go.
Lower end of double digits,
Yeah.
not to give too much away, and I would have been fairly impressed by this.
And the good thing is
as
it plays really responsive. Like that Game Boy Color version did not feel very responsive.
No, you don't say.
But because they are using these, you know, essentially pre-rendered backgrounds, or like,
Yeah.
and then you're just like a 3D model over the top of it. It runs really smooth. Here's the secret about this game. It's essentially tank controls. You can't argue otherwise. Yeah. Nope. Let me see. Yeah, don't override career.
Yeah, you worked hard for that career.
You know, I must have used the cheat code though, because I don't remember doing all the characters.
Well, switch levels. We've seen Hangar twice at this point.
Let's see, did I actually unlock... You know what? Let's just go load that one. Kind of Spidey.
I love Spider-Man's, his iconic logo, his iconic symbol on his chest.
L55. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to reset goals. Oh, also, I didn't do it, but there you go.
Probably not.
Weaker manual.
School sucks. Song fucking rocks. Punk rock. Gonna come in a sock.
But yeah, you can see kind of, you know, this is the outside of the school building. There's new stuff up there though. But there's those two quarter pipes at the end. There's that little corridor that comes out of the school, but it's locked. There's the bell. This
Which
ramp
is not
that goes
in the corner
around.
over there, is before the corner because they couldn't put it on the edge of the map because of the way they handled the corner here. So.
And yeah. And yeah, all the tricks are the same. We even have like the double tap forward grinds, double tap backwards grinds.
You know what I imagine? It's probably a lot easier to line things up in this with the isometric perspective and in the way
it can be. But then we go over here, you can see where stuff is different here. I think you can wall ride. Yeah, so if I remember right. Okay, no, they do keep this area, but it's... You can see it's placed a bit different.
Yeah. But you understand why, like, to look at it.
But yeah, it is very accurate to the layout. Oh, every time.
Every time.
Oh yeah, Marcel. Oh yeah, here we go. Heck, we've even got competitions here. This
Are there
one I
any
remember
levels
being pretty
missing from
faithful.
this?
Oh, you know, we'll check that next. I don't think so. Maybe Chopper Drop, everyone's favorite level.
Oh, right. I even forgot that existed for a second.
Yeah. Like, people might notice this does move a little slow. Like, the ground speed is a bit slower. But honestly, that's probably...
necessary with how...
Yes. Yeah.
how little you can see in front of you. To be able to react to anything, you need to be able to.
Yeah, see, so here's the problem here, though, is that this don't... Like, if you were trying to hop between the rail here, the grind here, that doesn't quite work anymore. The physics are a little off in places. But yeah, that's just...
No, the run doesn't end when you say it does. It ends when I say it does.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Huh?
I forgot.
Huh.
I always forget this. Yeah, there's a couple of Tony Hawk 1 locations in this. I'm surprised this is the level they picked because the Hannah, to me, is just a remix. You know, it's like this level enhanced.
The better version of this. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. At this point, like, with only so many games in the series, read 2, there was only going to be so many maps that could read as iconic. You know, what's more iconic than the first level of the game?
Let's see if this grind's still here. Oh! Oh, I gotta try that again. There's a gap for grinding the whole crawler pipe bit there.
Are you a big gap fan in these games? Are you like a big fiend for finding all the gaps?
Nah.
Yeah, neither the fuck am I. I also never fuck with free skate mode, ever.
Oh. Okay, one more college try. Because I want to see... So I should... you know, I don't remember if I showed this off in the first episode. But in the Nintendo 64 release, this gap got renamed because it's implied to be a swear word. So they renamed it.
This would be a great time to have rewind, by the way.
Yeah. Haha.
You can hold it, and it'll rewind even further.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
God, this is full stats as well.
I'm going to say they don't have it. I'm going to say it's not in the game.
Maybe it's not.
I'm going to say they're not going to reward you for grinding the whole thing.
What are you doing, Spider-Man? Yeah, it might just not be here. Woo.
Also, this is a weirdly compromised version of Warehouse.
As
much as they crammed into the other levels, that seemed to be missing a fair bit, including like the overhang, the area with the extra boxes on the side. It's weirdly inserted into the middle of the level list here.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I think there is a level 2 missing, and I think that one replaces it. Let's see, I'll try and remember New York. So yeah. This is one of the streets. But, I don't know if I can show it. Okay, New York has one of the hardest goals I've ever done in a Tony Hawk game. It's where the secret tape is. The secret tape is... Let's try it.
Meanwhile, I'm going to get some lists up right now so I can compare.
There we go.
The level lists. I've created a monster.
I'm bonking on the wall. Oh, you should have seen the original VOD where I was trying to get this goal. It was bad. Okay. But what you're supposed to do is do that and get up like this. And it's really hard. Like, yeah, you could get really high wall ride aerials in this.
Okay,
I'll say
I'm gonna go through
these...
the level list here.
Yeah, you go through that.
The level list as it appears in the original console versions of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Mm-hmm.
The Hangar, School 2, Contest 1 in Marseille, France, The Big Apple, The Graffiti Pits of Venice Beach, California, Contest 2 in Ventura, California, Philly Side, Philadelphia, and Contest 3 in the Bull Ring, Mexico. Are you ready for the Game Boy Advance levels?
Yeah, hit me.
Hangar, School 2, Marcel, Warehouse, New York City, Skate Street in Ventura, which is the competition in California, Rooftops.
Yeah, Rooftops is the new exclusive one.
And that is it. That is all the levels. So that is way more than I expected it to be missing.
Yeah.
This isn't feature complete at all.
How do you do this again?
Oh, give up.
So what you're supposed to do is you jump off of this, the high part of the bench, you wall ride onto that fire escape, and then the secret tape is up a vertical grind, almost like it's like 78 degrees in the air. It is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in a Tony Hawk game. We're not seeing much of the goal stuff here because I'm using this completed save, but for some reason they made a lot of the goals just really hard in this version. It almost feels like it was made for, oh, you played a lot of Tony Hawk's 2 and you thought you were like really good at it.
Eat shit, yeah.
Because you'd think with, you know, having to simplify the levels a bit and use this new perspective, they would go for easier for a handheld version, but no.
Especially, I guess, because it's so content light, because it's missing way more than I expected it to. That maybe they're just trying to maximize playtime by having you really have to attack these maps over and over and over and over and over again.
Some flatland tricks. Look at that. Whoa. And yeah, the whole this is a really compromised level because yeah, all the secret area where you get over through the subway lines, that's gone, I'm pretty sure. Woo!
You know, if I had known going in how few levels there were, I almost would have said, like, start a new career, beat this game.
I'm trying to
do like a run, yeah. Like a full career as a skater in this, but
yeah, it's again, it does get really hard though, so it does take quite a few hours. Whee! Oh, I almost faked that.
Why doesn't Spider-Man just shoot a web? Why doesn't he just like sling a web so he doesn't like fall and land on his ass? Dummy developers.
Sponsored by Blue Torch. Oh yeah. Look where this starts you off. Okay.
Smooth.
So yeah, you can still wall ride and stuff, and yeah, you get really high air off of them in this.
I feel like these levels without the goals that are just like point based in this version of the game, if I were to be on the design team, I'd say, hey, as much as y'all want to go for like 1-to-1 on this, maybe we should take a couple notes from Natsume and their Game Boy Color versions and maybe reinterpret some of these levels, not worry so much about trying to recreate them, and also let's just make it about points and like minimize the goals. Because if the goals are such a big sticking point, and maybe then at that point, with less in the way of like set dressing or like stuff to collect and like unique sprites for those who want, maybe they can cram another level in or something.
Alright, well, speaking of another level, And yeah, this one does not have goals. But yeah, this is the exclusive level. And this is what this level's about. It's called Rooftops. And it is as it advertised. It's a bunch.
Is this it?
No. Hang on.
Oh, I see. You're gonna grind your way over to another.
But it is very awkward to navigate this level. Like, a lot of the jumps don't feel great. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if this makes up for the levels they cut. I don't know if this is a good replacement for those.
Yeah, no, this is not a great level at all.
There was no Venice Beach in this. Like, when I think of Tony 2 levels, I think of Venice Beach. I think of fucking Bull Ring.
Yeah. And Bullring, I feel like, might have been a little easier to have realized than some of the others they did.
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh.
I don't miss Philly. I don't miss Philly from this.
I'm really trying to remember how you're supposed to get over to the other roof. I really don't know if it's just that. Because that seems so awkward. You bunk into the wall to get over. I don't know if you can even get up to that higher bit there. But yeah, this is a... Oh. Okay. No.
Without any objectives on this, without any goals, it's basically just a free skate, isn't it?
Yeah. Whee!
That just seems utterly pointless.
And I think that is, yeah, that's all
That's
the levels, yeah. So yeah, putting OG Warehouse in is nice. But yeah, this is not the worst I've seen, but it is definitely one of the weakest levels I've seen. It flows so weird. It also doesn't seem very big either. It's a shame because the actual like game feel of doing tricks on the buttons, like it does feel really close to the PlayStation 1 version. And heck, the fact they've even got Spidey in still, and I guess this is replacing Private Carrera.
Yeah.
Because she's less...
It was too sexy for the GBA.
Still got all the cast. I can even rotate.
Yeah, where are these 3D model rips so I can...
Yeah. But yeah, for a first go... Oh. Never mind that.
You keep loading and saving states. Are you pressing wrong buttons, perhaps?
No, it's rebinds. I forgot about. Oh. And look at that. We've even got like a full... Which I don't think Tony Hawk's 2 had. So you can learn how to play the game.
You did an ollie!
That's nice to see. I think it was until 3 where they started actually having in-game tutorials. So I think that's everything in this version. Do we have... Yeah, we got credits.
Come on, I saw some cheats.
Oh, yeah.
Kid mode. Oh. Or is that a cheat, or is that like a simplified control? Or maybe it turns blood off.
Okay, well, we got cheats.
Yes.
Yeah, we got some... Yeah, I've got all the cheats here.
Disco lights, fugitive, anime.
I think these are just filters, if I remember right. Let's go into free skate quickly and check. Yeah.
Well. Anime, I guess, means brighter colors.
Yeah, it just does this.
Wow, this is just like my Japanese animes.
Yeah, that's one other thing I notice. It's sometimes a... Oh, hey, look at that. If I remember right, I think... Oh, no, that's it.
Yeah, you gotta grind to the right of that, see?
Oh yeah, kid mode makes everything easier. Like look at the. Oh no, let me do that. But yeah, if you look at the rail balance, which is, I should have picked a better level.
I just assumed that you turned on perfect balance.
No.
In the cheats menu.
I don't think I did.
Like, I guess kid mode is just like straight up streamlined. It's also probably a lot more forgiving about like
it's still there,
in
but yeah,
general.
like look how much more generous it is. That's a nice feature, especially because again, it does take a bit getting used to. You have to retune your head to learn that when you're facing this way, like left is your character's left, stuff like that. And yeah, it's like some of the lining of stuff up can be awkward. Like that was me trying to line up the helicopter grind there, and I kind of well, not the one I was going for. But yeah, let's go look at those credits.
I don't know how to feel about this one. It's novel.
Yeah.
It's definitely an improvement over the Game Boy Color games.
Like, considering the hardware, like, this is in terms of just the specific isometric pre-rendered style they've gone for, I do think it's the best way to do it. But you can definitely see there's a bit more work in terms of the polish with the level design and things like that. But this is probably the best way you could have handled this for this hardware, instead of making a game that, like these Game Boy Color games I've looked at, that are very different games. Like, they're at the most, they're capturing, like, the spirit of the originals, but even then, like, arguably, not so much. Whereas this...
I still say there's certainly room for improvement here.
Oh, yeah. And, we've got a lot of these, ahead.
Yo, shouts Bombers Burrito Bar. That's this random executable I downloaded from my email, FISO.exe.
To the
Fuck you, VSS.
Beautiful. Did we get any manual control here? Nah, I think that's good. Alright, so yeah, I think that's it for that one, yeah.
Game Boy Advance, yeah. Well, alrighty then.
Mm-hmm.
What's next on the itinerary?
Alright. Okay. So this next one, which I have to thank Cass for getting this running with me, because I wasn't even sure if we were going to look at this one.
I'll also make sure that before you launch this one that you undo the cropping.
Oh, yeah, right.
On both those sources, just to be thorough. Yep. I'll tell people the release date for this one in the meantime, which is to say this came out 2001, November 15th, 2001, on the original Xbox.
Yes, and this was, I'm pretty sure, North American launch title. North American exclusive, definitely, which I'm very jealous about.
Yeah. Developed by Treyarch.
Mm-hmm.
They of the Call of Duties, the Black Ops et al. You should say the title of it.
Yeah. One sec. I just need to... Oh, okay. I've already got it.
Yeah,
this is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2X.
Nope, that's Explorer.exe.
Ah!
You have to click a different source and then click back on the source.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yep, you're 100% right. There we go.
Boost the volume on this a little bit and pull that gain knob all the way back up.
How's that?
That's perfect. Thank you. Slime Generator in chat says, this was my version as a kid. I 100% did this one with my own bare hands.
Ah, yeah. No, I'm jealous. I never got to have this one. I didn't find out about this till a year later. I just gotta check my sound levels again. Just play it safe. But yeah, this is forget Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2. This is the first Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 remake we got. This was the original.
Do they advertise it on the box that this includes
I want to
more
say
than just Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2?
I want to say no, but as I mentioned, I do not have this game.
I do see that you downloaded a 100% save for it.
I think I just used a code.
Or did a cheat code, one
Yeah.
of the two.
But I think I still have the goals, though. I could be wrong. Or did it just... Okay. It did, yeah. Let me...
Yeah, so do a new career. You can have a separate career slot for this.
Oh, yeah. Check this out. Oh, look at all my unlocks.
Damn, you were really grinding this out in the background.
Yeah,
I'm downloading a copy of the back of the box right now because I want to see how they advertise this. How they advertise the features in this game.
You know,
okay, they advertise 24 levels, 5 exclusive new levels, plus all the levels in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Oh, there you go then.
So it should be noted that when you get this game, when you get it out the box, put it into your Xbox system, and load it up, you start off in the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 career, and you have to beat that. Beating it unlocks the 5 extra exclusive levels, which then need to be beaten in order to unlock the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 career. So they make you work for those original levels.
Yeah, which is a little weird because they didn't change the goals in the Tony Hawk 1 levels. So you unlock all those levels and then you'll suddenly get in score goals that are tiny compared to all the ones you've just been doing. It's very weird.
And also, you know, manuals were not a thing in
Yeah.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, and the addition of them here and all the other tech you get trivializes those levels from what I hear. But, you know, I kind of like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I kind of appreciate the fact that they are just presented as they were, because it really demonstrates how such a small amount of changes between these two games can really make a world of difference. How the addition of the manuals and like the tweaks to the control here make for what is effectively, like, you know, a very differently playing game between 1 and 2.
Alright. Oh, I'm still missing barrels, apparently. Okay. But yeah, this
Slime
is...
also...
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
No.
Slime says they need to spend some time finding a Twitter thread, but they recall a former Treyarch dev writing a short thread about producing this game, and in that thread they mentioned they didn't have access to the source code for 1, 2 at all.
Oh.
So they had to do the physics and stuff themselves, and Slime editorializes saying, and you may see the results of that with your own eyes.
I'll say, at least just off the bat, it's surprising then. It's not as, you know, for hearing that now, it's not as bad as I would expect.
I mean, that's how conversions used to get done back in the day, was just by people eyeballing these original materials. Very often, people did not have access to source code, and even if they did, it wouldn't fucking matter much because, you know, the differences between one system and the other back in the days before every console was just a computer.
Huh. Oh, that's weird. There we go.
There you go.
So, okay, maybe I do know some of it, because that took multiple tries despite me hitting the right grind.
Did you already get the 6 score, by the way?
Yeah.
Just like, all right, cool. It knows you unlock the 2nd level, so you can probably fly through a lot of these.
Woo. Yeah, I just want to try and get the...
Did you get the secret tape already?
I don't think I got the tape. To go for that. Because the one of the things you might notice visually with this is
motion blur.
Yeah. So I think the reason that's done is because I assume this is reusing whatever animations they had from Neversoft, which I imagine were key to 30 frames per second, but this runs at 60, and I think they use the motion blur to try and cover that a bit. Okay, I can't change it here.
They can have in between frames. I don't see how that would.
Oh, well, yeah,
They couldn't just do that.
Yeah, that's what I was speculating on because you know.
You can turn motion blur off, by the way.
Yeah, you have to do it from the main menu though. But I just wanted to show it as it is first. What?
Oh, huh?
He's just that good, folks. Tony can do anything.
A true legend of the scene. Ugh. Can you do it?
Not with the time left, I don't think.
Oh wait, no, that's not even the wings. That was just the money.
Oh, is it?
The wings you forgot are the ones that are in the right there.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. We'll get to the next level.
Brutal. Yeah, let's just fly through some of these levels.
And then we'll be able to load up. Alright, so let's try.
It's the exclusive levels that I'm most curious about, yeah. Oh, and this. Seeing if you can do this. Sock Puppet Kingdom clarifies, by the way, saying the 2X engine is based off of Neversoft's PS1 engine, which had extremely rudimentary dev tools. To the,
Oh, yeah, look. That should have been it.
No, that's... I'm telling you, I had a character with maxed out speed, and I was just beelining it, and I was hitting the rail there, the open sesame rail, at like 147, well before the bell's supposed to ring. And it just nothing doing.
Okay, I'll give it one more go and then we'll just play more of the level. Because I was trying to remember if you had to be on the rail while the bell's going off.
No, you just need to hit it before the bell rings.
Yeah.
In PS1 and 64 at all.
Yeah, they might have changed it. Maybe it's hitting all the roll call rails. I will confirm in the free skate mode where it's just open by default. I did try finding that like weird hidden rail, and I'm pretty sure it's not in this version.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
There we go. Let's see if I hit.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be hitting all the roll calls. I think it's just going to. I mean, you should hit all the roll calls just to get the fucking objective going, but
go up this way.
I know folk can't hear it right now because of the way we have this mixed. But May 16th by Lagwagon is playing, one of my favorite punk rock bands, and this song is what introduced me to them, as it did so many other people. And so May 16th. It's a song about, it's a real life story about how the lead singer of Lagwagon was not invited to his best friend's wedding. It just happened to be on May 16th. And so this song is just like, you know, so long, old friends. I guess you're moving on without me. But a great song, and every May 16th is officially, unofficially Lagwagon Day. So be sure to celebrate it, folks.
There goes the 6 score. Distill. I always do that wrong.
Yep, it's
that
kickflip,
one.
not heel flip. Yeah.
I always forget which direction kickflip's in.
And by the way, folk,
on ends.
Just on my Lagwagon tip, if anyone's looking for further Lagwagon songs to listen to beyond May 16th, do yourself a favor, look up Angry Days or Leave the Light On. Banger band.
Yeah, but speaking on the animation thing, because I was thinking about it, the weird thing is as far as I could tell, the Vicarious Vision Game Boy Advance games, and maybe even the DS ones, which look forward to a future episode where we look at those used the PS1 animations as the basis clearly, but they're way smoother. I don't think they have this same issue. Like some of the grinds in particular, you can like really see how stuttery they look. It's not that one. I think it's the forward grind. Hang on. Oh no, it's not that one. It's the one where the balance is like more. Yeah, this one. Like, look at the arms there.
Yeah, that's a little wonky.
I said 30 FPS, but that might be way lower than 30.
And again, that shouldn't be... Like, the thing with anything that's like a keyframed animation is that there's in-between frames, there's tweens, right? So it should be able to fill the space between those frames.
Well, I think with stuff this old, it's not like that. Like, when you put it out, you would have to make some sort of tweening fin to fill in the gaps.
But WCW Backstage Assault can have fucking tweens between keyframes.
Well, see, that's the example I think of, because they ripped out frames of animation to fit it all in the cartridge. And that's why that game, like, regardless of what frame rate you run it in, it looks like it's running in a low frame rate. So, and I think in a technical sense, like yeah, that's it.
What'd you score on your first run here, by the way?
There's no way I was gonna land that.
By the way, Slime is just showing off in chat at this point by saying, fun fact, one of Tony's special tricks is the only grind in the game you can boneless out of, which is such a specific and useless piece of information.
Oh, well, no, we love that, though. We're all about useless information, especially at the Bad Game Hall of Fame. I don't know about the other Hall of Fame.
The Bad Game Hall of Fame. Yeah. The Bad Game Hall of Fame.
Ah, sloppied.
Oh, no, you only got a 95.
Yeah. I haven't been leveling up the stats. But yeah. This is a... Oh, right, you have to get the tokens first.
Oh, yeah, that's... Fuck.
I always forget that. Yeah, we'll go down here. Alright. I think we'll...
Slime Generator has an unfun fact for us now.
Oh. Ooh.
The guy on screen is Tony Hawk.
That's still fun. Tony's still a fun guy.
I am Tony. This is my game.
Alright. Okay, no, I deleted it, so I need my cheat code again. That's fine. I do have that up.
It'd be great if there's a way to unlock the levels without...
Okay.
having all the goals also completed, but what can you do?
Okay, I think I can do that. But I'll just do unlock. I don't... Okay, yeah, let me just do unlock all levels. There we go.
Do you really want to end this run?
I don't know if the... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it totally does.
Oh, yeah, it does do the goals, though, look. That's fine.
Well, that's just as well. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm more gonna just free skate on them anyway. So, yeah, we do have all the originals. This is different, though. I do need to show this. Because this is Chopper Drop, but they did change it, actually. Oh, that's not how you're supposed to drop out of Chopper Drop, though. They didn't do that right.
They must have carried a 1 wrong when it came to the starting coordinates.
It's because you're not coming out of the chopper like before. Oh, yeah, this song. It's one of my favourite songs on the soundtrack. What's this, Bad Religion?
Audience at home is going to be able to tell.
Whee! Oh! Oh!
Oh!
Oh! Ah. But yeah, they added all these weird little... pipe fins and these little platforms to try and make Chopper Drop into more of a level. I like when you jump over the wall, it's like, that's a big drop. Watch out.
I mean, from here, measuring from here to the bottom of the ocean.
No, that keeps happening. That's just because I'm holding the grind button when I'm coming out of it.
Slime with a correction, by the way. This is the Swinging Utters, which is just a perfect 90s band name. I bet they wore flannel suits like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Yeah.
and had quite a character for their band mascots.
Hey. Also, does it still? Okay, no good. Does it just end the level if you go through there?
Are we gonna check out all the 2x levels in this? I feel like we should see the new levels they added to this.
Yeah.
Especially because Slime is requesting levels such as rooftops.
Oh yeah, no. We're all the exclusive levels we're gonna look at. Well, let's go at Tony Hawk 1 level we haven't seen today. Got the OG school. A great level. One of the ones from Tony Hawk's 1 I think still holds up really well. Like, even if you put in a new engine with the extra tricks, it just still flows really good.
Yeah, I really do like school. I always fuck up the tables, remembering where the tables are, because I'm bad at video games. But ultimately...
Let's see, is this still... Okay, yeah, this has changed. This was the Suicidal Tendencies album cover on here originally.
Now, do they have the video wall?
Let's see. Oh yeah, they've got different graphics there. Alright, now let's go turn motion blur off. I have to remember to do that next. Nah. Weird, because this would have been the... You would have had plenty of room. I can't imagine they completely filled up a DVD. But yeah, that's just the Treyarch logo.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Slime with another fun fact. The version of School 2 in Thug 1 still has the Treyarch logo on the texture used for the bike racks.
Yeah, that stuff I didn't know. Now looking at it, I could kind of see, like, oh yeah, these were reused in those later games.
If it ain't broke.
Yeah. Which I didn't know at the time, but I've learned after fact that a lot of the Neversoft games actually did reuse a lot of stuff from the various... Oh, why is... Oh, there we go. From the, like, various other versions that people made. Like, there's a couple of levels in American Wasteland that are taken from the PSP version of Thug 2. Very strange. Oh, yeah. That's just... Yeah, that's School 1.
I mean, it's cool as fuck that this stuff is in there.
Yeah, we've got the Mole. Mole's also still great.
Now, what do you think? And I think there's a probably pretty clear answer to this. Why these Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 levels are in here?
Well, I guess because just putting this game out and it was just 2 wouldn't have been enough.
You're close. What game wasn't on the Xbox?
Well, yeah. Tony Hawk 1 wasn't on the Xbox.
There you go. So this bundle them into one game. So that people who are, like, you know, joining the series on Xbox who are playing their first Tony game on here get access to everything.
Yeah, so here we go. Here's all the new levels. And yeah, speaking of reuse stuff. So let's go. Go to London. Go clubbing in London. Alright, so admittedly, I've only seen some of these levels in videos and stuff, so I'm actually not that familiar with them. So you'll be going on the journey with me. Oh, got some sick drum and bass, boy. Also, I noticed in this game, when you have special, the controller just rumbles. Like, really.
Yes, it does.
It loves it.
We got some drum and bass. Play some fucking Gabba.
Yeah. My stream viewers are listening to drum and bass all night. Whether they like it or not.
Like it or not.
Oh. Oh, I recognize that sound effect. That's from the Burnout theme. That...
Are you stuck inside the... Yep.
Oh, I made a bit of progress, though. Yeah,
He's been impaled.
There we go.
That's how Tony died. It's tragic, really. At least he died doing what he loved. Getting railed.
Let's see. What else we got on this level? Some pipes up here. Oh. Yeah, I could see where the physics don't always... don't feel quite
line
right.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah. How do you grind those pipes? Do I have to wall ride to get to them, maybe?
I think you just dream about them.
Let's check out some of the other rooms.
So what was the name of this level? Club what? Was it just Club Skate or
Just a Club London.
Club London?
Yeah.
What is it with 90s games, granted the fact this came out in 2001, having secret levels that are just clubs that are just Doom
Doom PlayStation
Doom.
1, yeah.
Yeah. Turok had a fucking club Turok. Okay, I guess techno and dance clubs were as big at the time.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
the rave scene was popping off. Ecstasy, motherfucker, at all.
This doesn't seem too bad of a level. Though the fact that the song's forced, I'm pretty sure even if I go into here... Oh no, there we go. So you can... You have to go into the menu, but if you want to listen to something else, you can.
Playing Lagwagon in the fucking club! Na-na-na-na.
Come on, can we go
I mean,
in
this
there?
seems fine. What would the objectives in this even be, is my question. Or is this a competition level?
Yeah. That's the thing, though. I don't know if all of... Let's see. Well, we can check in the career menu, and I'll change that motion blur setting.
There are 5 THPS 2X exclusive levels, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I think 3 of them are competitions. I could be proven wrong here. Oh, check that out. You can just jump into the career. That's perfect, actually.
Oh, there we go, yeah. Oh, but yeah. So we only get Tony Hawk's level 1 levels of goals. Yeah, now we've got the motion blur off.
And my god, it looks so much better. Okay, so that is good to know. That you only need to unlock the extra campaigns, the extra careers on one character, and then every other character can just jump immediately into those careers. So if let's say you played as Tony Hawk, you finished THPS 2 career, then finished Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2X, then unlocked Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1, and then you wanted to play as Bob Burnquist, and you're like, fuck the THPS 2 levels. Let me just jump directly into Tony 1.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Oh, beautiful.
You see, kids, back in the day, we had to dial phone numbers. And we had these devices called beepers, etc., etc. I am old, you are young. This is the way of things.
Oh. Oh, look at this floor, though. I missed this last time.
Slime reporting the general vibe of the Tony community. People in the Tony Hawk community do not like these 2X levels, LMAO, but I think if you play Tony Hawk like a platformer, they're fine.
Yeah, let's see. Well, this run's about to finish. Oh, jeez.
Can you get that A?
I'm not so sure, but we'll give it a go.
I believe in you.
Nah, maybe if I had special, yeah.
Manual into it, then grind it. Oh.
Yeah, well, that's
right,
the thing, I need special.
There's no revert, yep. Oh, you unlocked 80s Tony.
Yeah.
Do you have the next level? No.
Yeah, but I do have some. So yeah, I don't have construction site or skate park.
Do Subway. Go ahead,
do Subway, yeah. All the way to Subway.
And
oh, okay.
We can play the other ones by just going to like Free Skater Tony save.
Ah,
Oh,
I don't even know why I felt that there.
wow. This seems like a real gimmick level here.
Oh, oh, that was weird. Hang on, let me try that again. Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, there's like some weird. Is that just the rail,
I
or is
think,
it part
yeah,
of the
I
track?
think, yeah, I think it's because the rails go like right up.
Ooh, that's
Oh.
pretty slick, though.
Also, are we really small? I feel like the scale here is a bit weird.
Oh, you are crouched down.
Still.
Or maybe Bob Burnquist is just tiny. Who's
Yeah.
to say?
Maybe I'm a child. Turns out. Turns out I was the kid mode all along. One problem I'll say, some of these levels, they're very dingy. I know it's the setting,
speaking
but...
of dingy, this is going to... See that paper on the ground there? Did you see that on there?
That one, yeah.
Stop Puck of the Kingdom says, Subway is the most obviously unfinished level in this game. They even have cardboard sheets for Ollie the Bum to lay on.
Oh, yeah.
So I think at some point in design, that probably would have been a spot where he appears.
Yeah, I could see that.
Unless there's like more clearly delineated cardboard spots that I'm just like looking for.
Oh, I think you
Something
can...
that is elsewhere.
I think you can get up here. Like, this is the level I always hear the most positive... Oh, dear. I hear the most positive about. Yeah, you know what? Let's just...
I look at this and I'm
skate.
just like... Pure gimmick level. I look at this and I'm just immediately like, this doesn't look like a real fucking level. This doesn't look finished at all.
It is very gimmicky. Oh, yeah, boy.
Yeah, like this would have fit fine in 1. In THPS 1. I'm not so sure about, you know, in an era of like 2 and 2+.
Okay. That's definitely a gap that we needed.
Slime Generator says, positive from who? Do tell, Johnny. What are your sources?
Whoa,
who says...
whoa. Oh. Well, there
wait,
you go.
that is Ollie. He's right there.
Yeah, hey, I'm not snitching.
Oh, and also there.
Oh, he's everywhere. Ah. It could be run. I thought there was like one more area you can get to here. I like going through the train cars. Could be run. I'll give him credit. You don't fall through the gap here between the...
Please mind the gap.
Yeah.
No, wait, that's London Underground. This is New York City subway system, I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, some parts of it flow okay, some parts of it don't.
I mean, look at the benches, for Christ's sakes. Like, that is some basic-ass rendering there. Not, you know, not to say they need to be much more than that, but, you know, New York City
I think that's enough of that level, though.
Seats are very distinct, let's just say.
Alright, here we go.
This level's still under construction. They'll finish it eventually.
Now, levels that don't flow well. This is one I am aware of. It's weird. Oh, that's a good sign.
You know what I'm noticing about these Treyarch levels is that they are very singularly focused. Oh, cool, awesome.
Oh, down I go.
Is that they, you know, whereas in Tony Hawk 1 and 2, they are somewhat devoted to, like, you know, the realism of the location. Obviously, like, skatifying it, like, being, like, a skater's dream. Wouldn't it be awesome as a skater to, like, skate through a mall and all the things that a mall would entail, and they really think, like, to flesh that out. And Treyarch's just like, subway, you can grind the rails. Construction yard.
Yeah.
You have to go up the scaffolding.
Because, yeah, heck, there's even... Yeah, I have to go around back to it. There's parts of this level that don't really have anything in them. to skate around. Oh yeah, I could go back out into the void. Where was it? Okay. Like, yeah, why is this even here? Why is that kicker there? And yeah, like, they put cool pipe stuff there. That's all fine. But it was... Yeah, this area. Okay, it's technically a quarter pipe, but it looks so weird. Yeah, it works like a quarter pipe. It's clearly just a ramp. That's so strange. But yeah, there's like a lot of climbing this level from my understanding. Now, here's my question though. Would this make a good Call of Duty level?
It'd be very vertical, which I don't usually love. I like some degree of verticality, but not like pure vertical, because then you're making Rust from Modern Warfare 2. Which
Yeah,
I
that's the level I was thinking of. Oh no, this is the Bad Religion song. Okay.
And I won't forget it. And you won't forget it from here on out that this is the Bad Religion
weird.
song.
It doesn't... So if you do free skate, they don't cycle through the soundtrack. So it's just looping the song. Oh!
Oh, you fucked up. Can you save it? Can you turn it around?
Apparently not. I'm holding back. There you go. Bob, what are you doing?
Gas.
I guess if I'm holding jump, he won't... Oh, that's an obvious gap.
Sock Puppet Kingdom says, don't you dare talk shit about Rust split screen. My older bro on that map was the shit. I don't know if you played it recently. It's still in Modern Warfare 3. The new Modern Warfare 3. Like the reboot Modern Warfare 3. And it is the only map anyone plays besides Shipment. And it is the nightmare of my fucking life.
Yeah,
that's my Call of Duty minute with Cass.
I came over here
during the Johnny Bags Not So Pro Skater segment.
Yeah, I see 100% what Sly means about if you play them as platformer levels, because that's really what they're built as. Like, yeah, you can kind of climb up that thing a bit, but it's so awkward. There aren't real lines to anything. Like, I guess here you can go over like that. And up there, but it's very awkward. And yeah, very punishing if you ever fall down. Okay, so this level will be familiar to people because this appeared in the Florida level in Fug 1.
Yeah, okay.
So it's, yeah, this, because I believe this is a real skate park. This is based off. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, there's a Treyarch. Oh, it's a weird looking Treyarch logo.
I think they're trying to match like what would be like a skateboard company or like apparel logo.
So it is, I think that some of the level design's a bit different, because I don't remember this upper area.
If you skateboard on that counter, can you knock the drinks off of it?
Let's see. Well, not that one. Let me try this one. Oh. Oh, I have to be really precise. Do. Oh, this is my hardest challenge yet. This is way harder than it looks. I just gotta say. Here, if I go. Yep.
Yay! There we go. And little do know, this is a fun fact for folk, that the physics used there are actually the foundations of the gore and dismemberment physics that Treyarch would later employ for Call of Duty World at War. Everything's got to start somewhere.
But yeah, so out there would be where the rest of the fog level is, outside of these fences. This bit's quite... Yeah, this outside area is quite different though.
Yeah, I mean, this is a real skate park, so who's to say whether Neversoft, you know, just reuse this or just parallel thought, hey, let's incorporate this skate park. Slime and Chat says there's a very fun secret on top of the roof in this level.
There is, yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to
you know how to access that?
We'll see.
Oof.
Does that even work?
I'm sure it does. You seem to have the speed for it. Oh, is this it?
Let's see. Well, I'm up here. Let's go for the secret first. It's not this roof. I think it's the other roof. It's that one over there.
It's not that one, then it's one behind you, because that's out of bounds if you go
into
that
that
grass
one is,
area.
yeah.
Yeah, so grind all the way up this one if you can. Jump grind is needed.
Yeah. Oh, don't do drugs apparently.
I say give it a go. Give
Yeah,
the
yeah.
old college try to get up there. It's easy enough to get onto the first roof because you just need to come up on this through the loop.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't even need to hit the loop to do it. You can get enough speed just. That said, having special meter probably means you can just. Probably means you can clear the loop. I would probably try to keep the special meter intact as you.
Oh no! Come on, we could do this. I'm gonna give this 2 tries at least. Upsy daisy.
Grind these to keep the special meter going. At least a little bit. They're really not going to give it to you, huh? There you go.
There we go. I'm honestly shocked I'd made that. Yo, what's that dog doing?
Just chilling. Shit, man.
Oh, don't even have the TV on.
Let him be.
See you later. Oh yeah. Get the timing of that. Yeah, so the fog version of this is really expanded because you can go into this other building and there's a completely different skate park in here as well.
By the way, there would have been a special gap if you had ollied over the dog.
Yeah, oh, right, yeah, he disappears if you ollie over him. I forgot about that. That's fine.
Well, you're ruining his day. You're not letting him chill anymore.
Yeah, we got the good ending in our playthrough. Yeah, Benihana. This is how you do it. If you see anyone in real life, they don't do it like that. They're doing it wrong. Oh, hang on. I noticed this earlier. Oh, I'm just gonna end run here. I don't know why, that's really funny to me. If you just end run, it just keeps you suspended. Alright,
Skylines?
Yeah.
Is that rooftops?
Oh! Yo, have you heard of Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer? Alright, so here we go. Is this the best Tony Hawk level that no one's ever played?
I will put that in the thumbnail. We'll make that the title of the video. Hidden Tony Hawk level that everyone forgot?
Oh, it flows so
my
well.
God.
It flows so good.
This is a claustrophobic nightmare. Are you kidding me? This is my first time seeing this, and I hope it's my last time. This is like my worst creative park, where I'm just like, let's have 1 billion rails next to each other so I can just get like 1,000 multiplier on my grind.
Oh, now I'm on a new roof.
Much the same as the old roof.
How do you get up here?
Wow.
Not that way.
Yeah, I would just spine transfer or whatever from like the. Those are quarters, right?
But the thing is, there is. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
There's a bit more over here. Sure. Yeah, it's more subtle when stuff goes wrong with the physics, but it does happen every so often. Oh, and even more roof. What are the gap names on this level? Just random
Singing
pop
in the
culture.
rain. Yeah. So float like a butterfly.
God, that doesn't even look. That's a quarter pipe. Look at it. It's like the smallest quarter pipe I've ever seen.
Slime says they played 20 hours of this level as a kid, that this is one of their personal favorites.
Damn.
I think they recognize that this level is not great.
I don't know, you could get a couple of hours of tricks on these here. See?
Okay.
Ah.
Never seen someone kiss the rail so many times.
Oh, the problem is because you keep swapping there. You know what? Let me check. It's probably in the cheat menu. Okay, let me try this, because I just did unlock levels. Start a...
See, SAT, you are Saturday, baby.
That unlocks everything. And I want to see if there's what cheats we get. Oh. There must be a infinite grind. So, hey, we can look at the gators. These are weird models though, because they don't look that much updated from the PS1 versions. Huh, where's the other characters?
I don't think you unlocked everything. I think doing it in Freescape probably made it didn't work. I think you
Okay.
maybe do it in career mode.
Yeah.
Slime with another contribution. I don't think you'll be able to show it, but the online for this has a lot of taunt messages you can send, as was the style at the time. And so many of them are pet play themed for no reason.
I could kind of show that. Yep, there we go. You get Dick. Officer, that is. Skip to restart, kid mode. There it is. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, if you don't do it in the career menu, it doesn't count. There we go. Yeah, so we still got Spider-Man and Officer Dick. Okay, there is one more character. I guess she's the character you get for doing all gaps. That's a different code.
Carrera or
no, it's a different character actually. I should show that. Yeah, I could show that in a sec. Let me go to the cheats here. There we go. Oh, you could change your weight. Slow-mo, big head. Move. I think that just like turns off the textures or something. Smooth.
So N64 style. That's not fair to the N64. They had 16 by 16 textures they could do on there.
Yeah, I forget what the name of it is where... Okay, let me do this code. I don't know why so many of these codes end with baby, but there you go. Not whatever Spidey can, it turns out.
Canonically, Spider-Man has eaten shit before, so this can remain in canon. Po Buddy's nerfect.
Oh no.
Okay, so what are we going to do now that you have perfect grind here?
Okay.
What were you hoping to...
I want to... Well, first I need to get back up to this roof, which I don't remember how I did that. Hey, whatever works. How was it?
I bet you can just use this like a half pipe to...
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to see... Oh, okay. It doesn't go on forever. That's just me holding grind, by the way. It eventually was just like, that's it. Go off the level. You're done. Let's see. See if we could get any more cool lines. Like, all they had to do was make the rails that go around the level curved. And it would have...
Yeah, but that would have taken work and thought.
Like, that's all you had to do to fix that. It's so weird because they're so small, these chairs, but you grind on them and you instantly like, fall back. There's so much momentum on them.
As bum fucking rotten as this level is, especially with the 90-degree angles and the lack of corners to send you off the rooftops, I can still see how, like, a child would play this. You know, someone without, like, you know, an inherent sense for game design and, like, flow and mechanics, and just be like, this is sick. I'm on a roof. If I were fall off, I'd fucking die. But I'm playing as Spider-Man. He'll just swing away.
Oh, I love you can kind of see. Oh, if you look through the... What is in there? Oh, there's a little room in there, look. There's like chairs down
Yeah, I'm
there.
betting it's like, yeah.
Oh, if I knew I could go down there. That's where
The real party's at. There's
Yeah.
actually a whole other skate park inside of there.
Oh. There we go.
All
See,
right,
they
I
can
think we've
put
seen enough.
they can put curved rails sometimes though. Have I been? That's the one more place I want to look up is up here.
Can you
Let's
jump
see.
on that, then fall through the glass? I'm sure you can't, but
See, that would be fun.
that would have been sick.
Yeah.
It would have been fun. Therefore, not allowed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, High Anxiety is a reference to the Suicide Machines, to a song by them. So
okay.
that reference at least makes some sort of sense.
Oh, I got another little room in here. Like, yeah, it's a detailed level, but yeah, just
Too dense.
it's so dense and it doesn't flow. And it's weird because I have seen people defend it. I'm not gonna out them, but there is a YouTube video that was like, oh, here's some Tony Hawk's 2 facts, and they mentioned this level. And they're like, oh, it's actually kind of cool. It's got really cool lines. I'm like, was this a script error? Like, what happened here? Because that's not.
I think I know what video you're talking about. I think I've seen that video.
I won't
Is it
put
the one that
blast
goes
because
over
it's decent.
every level in every Tony Hawk game?
No. No, in that video, I'm pretty sure this is near the top 10 bottom of the list. I said that weird, but you know, the bottom 10. No, this is just, you know, Tony Hawk 2 facts. And it's a good video, but yeah, I did not understand that part. Yeah, I think that's everything. Did I unlock Trixie? Let me see. Yep, there's Trixie.
Yep. Well, hello, nurse. Cool.
What is that weird pattern on the like clown aesthetic?
Oh, you know what? It's another interesting thing about this game, by the way. Oh.
Originally from the beach town of Santa Cruz, California, hot-blooded firecracker Trixie is ready to prove she could do anything the boys can do but better. Whether she's bombing a sick wave or grinding a long handrail, Trixie's flair and no-rules style are as flamboyant and outrageous as her pink hair and tattoos.
Blech.
She's perfect.
I was going to say that the create-a skater in this game, first one to let you create a female skater.
Oh, okay. Yeah, look at that.
Not present in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 on N64
Yeah,
PS1.
yeah.
And I think I was in this earlier. I was playing a bit of this. And, you know, not the most options here, to be sure. But,
yeah, it's still a lot
you know,
of work,
at least
though.
it's fucking something. Cat ears.
Okay.
Josie and the Pussycat style cat ears. That's what they were going for.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Slime mentioned it. I think I know where you can find this.
Dang, dude, you suck. Haha, what's up now? You're garbage, dog. Sit.
Oh.
What was that? That's whack. Here, bow down. See ya. Who's your daddy? Hey, forget about it. Junk.
It's just press A. I can't pick what they're going to be.
You got spanked.
Whoa.
Nice work.
Thank me.
Nice work.
You rock. Epic. Represent. Outstanding. Impressive. Yeah, baby.
How many?
I'm talking about. Yo, kid, you got worked. Dang, dude, you suck.
We got so much space to fill on the disc. How many voice lines can we cram in here?
Oh, beautiful.
To set them all to yeah, baby. The year is 2001. Austin Powers is in theaters. You are a menace in the online lobbies.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful render of an Xbox controller there. Is that the, yeah, I think that's the Duke. Yeah, and... Alright, well. That is all the versions of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 that I have. However,
Wait, Johnny, I have a version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
oh, well, I want to know more about that.
Yes. Did you know that there are other countries besides North America and the United Kingdom, my favorite country? Fuck me. I knew it was wrong as it was coming out of my mouth. Do you know that there's a continent? Yeah, can you tell I'm great at geography? There's an Asian version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Mm-hmm.
It is called Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Came out on PC. This is not specifically a consoleized version, so I'm going to load this on the PC, and this is going to feature some exclusive skaters in soundtrack. The name, there was a girl group in Korea, South Korea that is, by the name of Fin.K.L, or Fin.K.L. I'm assuming in tribute to Howard Finkel,
Yes,
the announcer for WWE.
I was thinking the same thing. The Fink.
And here it is. I'm assuming you're hearing all this?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So this Windows conversion of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 was handled by Gray Matter. And then in the process of releasing this game for Asian territories, it's not just South Korea. I believe China also got this version of the game. Taiwan et al. All right. Very limited settings here as far as like there's supposed to be there's display controls. Oh, high resolution and a high definition 1024 by 768.
Yeah,
we'll just keep it at 640. I'm scaling it up anyway, so it's a bit of a cheat here. It's going to look better than it actually would have back in the day. So let's jump into career mode here, why don't we? Yeah, we'll continue a career. You know, the gang's all here. Yep, all the familiar faces. Yep, so far, so Trisha. We have Lee Hyo-ri. We have her star sign, her position in the band.
Yeah.
Spoiler, they're all vocalists.
Yeah.
None of them play an instrument.
Yeah. They even have their nicknames.
We know their blood types, too.
Yeah.
It's important that each of them have a different blood type. Well, except for Sung Yuri and Ok Ju-hoon.
Yeah. Oh, we do have a lead
both
vocal, though. Look at that.
Vocal and leader, which is different somehow. They also have their alt outfits, which I think look better than whatever this default outfit of theirs is.
I don't think it was supposed to be yellow. It just looks like a weird flesh color. It's a very strange look.
Slime says that Sung Yuri is probably the best character for speedrunning because she's the only person that starts with 7 out of 10 speed.
Nice.
Sure enough, she's a speedy one. In case it needed to be said, none of these girls were real skateboarders. But they were known for being a little more aggro than your typical K-pop group. That they would get in people's faces, apparently, if they like were, if they had like stalkers or people who like sent them hate mail, they would like apparently take that very seriously.
Oh, nice.
And sort of became known for that. But yeah, it's Tony Hawk 2. All the levels you'd expect. I don't have them unlocked. Let's see how quickly I can clear some of this.
Yeah.
Using these weirdo keyboard controls. Whoa.
Oh, yeah, and they've got their own music as well.
Yeah, they have 5 unique tracks in here by the band, none of which fit for skateboarding. It is the thing. I don't know how loud it's going to come across. They also have unique stickers in the levels. Fin.K.L stickers, the band's name and/or logo.
I think they're really prevalent if you use the Crater Park billboards. You can see them there.
Fuck me. It's very hard to center myself here. Mentally, that is. I'm going through it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what's up with it, but for some reason, exiting cool pipes or hard pipes in this version seems off.
Yes. I'm holding forward, and it does not want me to ever leave. Love me, feed me, never leave me. Alright, let's see how many of these objectives I can get. I want to get the hidden tape. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I think the easiest way would be to grind... Oh, there you go.
That's my method. Woof. Okay, I think I can get the $50 here. Never mind. Oh, that's right, because I was crouching the first time through. Because I'm a habitual ollie holder.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a fatality.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Slime's saying they've played a lot of this Korean version and didn't have that issue. Well, who knows?
Wow, I did not get any goals.
Yeah.
I really biffed that. I really did not put my best foot forward on that one. Let's see if I can do a little better.
Can you manually change the bindings in this, or are you just...
You can.
Yeah. Like,
But I don't know what would really work better for me here. You can also set gamepad controls, but I was having issues getting to map to, like, L and R buttons to, like, my shoulder buttons, or whatever you would call them.
Yeah, I was trying to think if it's... Because I know on some keyboards, certain keys just don't like being pressed together, and it's maybe that. But it's only 2 keys, so I can't imagine it being a problem.
Fuck. I'm not going for 100% goals or anything. I just want to get enough to unlock the next level and so on and so forth, and that'll be good enough for me in this.
Oh, if you try and edit the keyboard controls in this game, they just reset every time you load a save anyway. That's
cool.
That's a good pro tip, Slime.
This is like a romance song.
It is, yeah.
It's like a real sappy pop song. Which is, you know, what I want to skate to.
Well, yeah, you thought it was,
get some fucking
it was
money.
weird when they had a Johnny Cash song in a Tony Hawk game. Really diversified in here.
Oh, I gotta go straight on with this one. Fuck. There we go.
$100 though, yeah. Oh,
By the way, the fog in this game is unreal.
It's not, yeah, it's just straight up not even fogged properly. It's just you can see the chunks loading in and out.
Alright, should I go for 6 score? Should I just try to do like a full-on trick run? Oh, I should probably do the hang time gaps too. And that way I can unlock the next level without having to do too much more.
Yeah. Oh. Is this another one of their songs?
Yeah, they have a couple hip-hop-esque tracks.
Yeah.
I don't know any of her specials. I maybe should have looked that up before I committed to playing as.
Yeah. I'm curious. You know, I'm sure they do not have their own unique moves.
Well, maybe they would have dance moves. I could see that. I could...
Maybe. I don't know how much room they had to add that kind of extra content to this would have been. I'm kind of surprised this regional stuff... Like, Tony Hawk didn't get that many regional changes, as far as I know.
This is so hard to, like, do a trick. Like, you know, like, to... With the keyboard controls, C, V, B. C is flip trick, V is grind, B is grab. So I'm, like, having to fight every single instinct I've ever had in controlling a video game. I hate it. I'm not gonna get the pro score on this.
Yeah. Like, putting all the buttons in a row is very strange.
Okay. I mean, I could get the hang time gaps at the very least in these 30 seconds. Whoop. Kick over that.
Yep. And then over the plane. Oh, she does a Christ there. Hell yeah. Oh, nice. Go. That was really good.
I knew the boneless would get me through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll save that career. All right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Spend some cash.
The thing is, some games I'm so used to on controller, but I do know people who will play them on keyboard and can do amazing stuff with it. So I'm sure someone's mastered these controls.
I'm going to show people my secret for Tony Hawk games, by the way. This is how I bind all my specials. Okay.
Yep. Up, down.
No, thank you.
I'm actually trying to figure out what the letters represent. Is this kickflip is supposed to be, K?
Yeah, kick trick, grab trick. I don't know what S is supposed to be because it's grind.
Slide? Maybe slide.
Maybe. Yeah, that must be it. Yeah, I think you got it in one. All right, beautiful. Back. Continue. All right, do you think I can get the open sesame rail here?
Let's go! Oh, okay, so this level doesn't load in chunks. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Now I'm really curious if this weird hidden rail is in this version.
There's apparently a Christmas song playing right now.
It sounds very Christmassy, yeah.
Now, I'm not as familiar with the physics of this. I know there's like a rail you can grind here, right?
Yeah, it's on the right side.
Forgive me, folks, as I... Man, I knew this girl couldn't... There we go! Okay. What is it, relay? Now that's going on here? We got the system going out of control.
Yeah, if you keep grinding, you should be able to make it further through. Well...
Unless...
Yeah. Yeah, the safer thing to do is just to grind the whole way through.
I mean, the safe thing to do is end the run there. But hey, at least we made it work. At least we know now.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait. I assume this is another song by the same group, right?
No, this is... No, this is Psy, actually.
Oh.
They got another Korean pop
artist. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, he did used to do, like, metal-esque songs.
Get those hall passes. Did I miss one at the top juncture? I think
someone,
I have to
someone in
back
chat
around.
might have to confirm. I don't remember if there was ever like a demo or a prototype version of this level that had the door open there. But I find it interesting that anytime they've brought this level back in, you know, as a classic level in the sequels, they actually do open the doors there, so you can just skate through. So I guess at some point they were planning to have that all open. Oh yeah, Slime saying I Love Sex by Psy is a really good song.
I love sex. I buy sex by the can. How many of y'all like sex? My favorite Bernie Mac set. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. Okay. I know I'm doing this horribly out of sequence. No idea where that last spell where I left it. So, but I think I could get the hall pass at least. I think I left the last hall pass at the beginning of the level.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe even right here. Whoa!
Nice.
As long as I'm fucked.
Yeah, and a $50 at the end.
Oh, damn it. I didn't mean to land that. Let's see. What are some easy ones I can do here? I can do skate pretty easily, I'm sure.
The skate, there's hit all the roll call rails. Kickflip the
This was not a roll
TC
call
gap.
rail, right?
No, not that one. Yeah, it's this one here, and you have to go off this. Yeah. Because if you grind it going up, it doesn't seem to count. Or at least when I tried it didn't.
Just to make sure I got that letter first, and then I can... It's a kickflip TC's root gap. As I seem to recall. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and Slime Generating Chat confirms that this has the Treyarch textures.
Fuck. I'm stupid. Yeah, so it's but more or less this is just Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. I'm sure it has some wonkiness being on PC, since that PC version, this Windows version is not the ideal. This is not the canonical version of the game.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
It does seem better than what I've seen of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 on PC, which I need to look into. Because if you
that will be showing up in the 4th episode of this program, I would imagine.
Because if you thought the fog was bad here.
So conclusions on this is we don't want to show, don't need to show terribly too much of this off. I don't imagine, seeing as it is just Tony 2 with some cute ladies in. Tony Hawk 2, good game.
Yeah.
Who'da thunk it?
Yeah, no, it still holds up really well. Like, even if you play it on PlayStation 1 with that low frame rate, I'm not sure exactly why, but it feels more responsive than it looks, even. Like, as much as, you know, the N64 version runs a little smoother, looks a little nicer, it doesn't quite feel as snappy. But just, like, yeah, really crisp level design, a really fun trick system. Like, yeah, legitimately the only issue is just that you couldn't really link together quarter pipe and half pipe tricks yet. Like, not most of the time. There are a couple of places where you could aim into a grind. But, you know, pretty minor issue.
Oh my god, I'm trying to get my specials out. There we go.
Hey!
Let me get a Christ Air in, which I thought was the coolest trick.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites. And this is not me being lewd, but I do actually really like the stiffy grab, and it's not because of the name. I just like the way it looks.
Cool.
Oh.
No
look,
comply.
there's Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton there. If you never noticed that.
Yep.
There's graffiti. There they are.
Well, those were the favorite presidential candidates of Fin.K.L.
Yeah, well, that graffiti's in the original version, so I imagine it must have been... Is this a real... I don't know if this is a real location or not, actually.
Marseille, France. This is probably...
Well, I know France is a real place. I know that at least. I've been there.
Slime mentioning the prototypes of Tony that have come out.
Yeah, that's a bit
Been
outside the scope of this, but who knows?
We could always do a bonus episode later in the future where we just do like, here's the prototypes that are out.
Yeah,
these are really weird versions of Tony Hawk, are they? It's like they're not even finished.
Well, I'll mention it here while we're wrapping up, because it did get brought up in the comments of the first episode that there are a lot of mobile versions of the Tony Hawk games out there. The problem is that a lot of them are either lost media or are just there's no current way to play them. Where we do have you know, backed up versions of them, and we technically do have emulators, but they just don't work. So that's stuff that's going to take a bit more further research, but I might come back, do like a mobile specific episode. But
Yeah, and I'll help you with that as much as possible to make sure. Because, you know, there is Kavi Break, which gets all the J2E stuff up and running.
Yeah.
And there's definitely versions of that. Oh my god, they got rid of the water here. The water effect. The fountain ain't spurting water no more. It's all dried up.
Yeah. Oh, this is a particularly weird looking version of this area. It's like Fulbright's on.
Yeah, and you can tell what it's supposed to be, which is supposed to be the catacombs, which isn't as evident with the benefit of like the 16x16 and 32x32 pixel textures present in the N64 and PS1 versions. Hey, $50 is $50. So do you think I did good enough for fourth? Not so much.
You did good enough to get a 4 in your score, though. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, you got beat by one of your team members,
one of our partners, yeah. Anyway, that's this one here. And surprisingly, no female options in Create a Skater still.
Yeah.
Just this default dude and the variations thereof. But you know, if you had a PC and you lived in an Asian country, that would certainly be a way to play.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk, and you might even find one of your favorite K-pop groups represented in some capacity.
Yeah.
So, cut away to that epilogue screen, why don't you?
Never mind the void here. I have a floating mic.
That's fine. What do you think the best version was, and why is it Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2X?
Yeah, this is a bit of a no contest one, because it's the only one we looked at where they were jumping up a generation. It is funny though, as decent as it is, because there might be some minor issues with the physics and things like that, but it is essentially the same game. Plus, you've got the whole Tony Hawk 1 career. Even if it is trivialized, in the difficulty, you've still got it. It's funny though, it does have that massive drag factor of the new content they made for it. Is real bad. Like, at the most you can say about some of the levels is like, oh, they're okay. Like, if this was someone's custom level, I wouldn't say anything bad about it. And that's like the nicest thing you could say about some of those levels.
Ultimately, they are bonus levels.
Yeah.
In a game that is already fully featured by being a comprehensive compilation of both Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 and Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, with enhanced graphics and a little floatier game feel, admittedly, as folk will confess, but that can be fun for more people. It's like playing with Moon Gravity on.
Yeah. But yeah, ton of content all around in that version. Shame they didn't fix up the animations, but I imagine they also probably didn't have a lot of time on this, considering, Tony Hawk 3 was also right around the corner on that one as well.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Worst version
worst,
tonight?
Though. It's going to be the Game Boy Color version, and it's a shame, because I think there is an idea of a good game in that one. It's just some of the control choices and the levels where they're like I'll call them top-down. They're not really top-down, but the kind of top-down view levels just really don't work. But they did have some neat ideas, I just don't think executed very well at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair, and that would be my pick too, just for the obvious reasons of it. I will say, though, that that Game Boy Advance version, for as conceptually neat as it is, realizing just how content light it is and how compromised it is in spots, definitely took a little bit of the wind out of my sails to remember just how fucking heavily promoted that version of the game was. And it was heavily, like, there was like not an issue when the Game Boy Advance first came out. Nintendo Power was doing like features, and it felt like every issue about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 specifically. They were just like, isn't this the coolest fucking thing? And I'm like, I got Circle of the Moon, That seems pretty sick to me. Why don't we get, like, a 12-page feature on this game?
Yeah.
Because it's not 3D.
That is it though. As rudimentary as the models look, it's running in 3D. It has essentially a 3D space, as abstracted as it's done. So yeah, I could see as a launch title it would have been mind blowing. I unfortunately didn't get to showcase it much here. The biggest issue with that one is just they made the game harder. Like, that's not even including like the control, the isometric view. Just so many of the goal placements. Like, so, you saw in the Hannah, they're mostly 1-to-1, but in the later levels, especially like New York, where they had to take a lot of liberties with the design, they just put some of the objects in the most awkward to reach places, and they demand very complicated inputs out of you that I'd expect for players like in the future, like inputs that would be tricky to do in like Tony Hawk's 4 even. Like wall ride into grind combos, like multiple wall rides and things like that. Just some real messed up stuff. But yeah, we'll see how they do in the future, because we got a lot more of those Game Boy Advance games coming.
You don't say.
Mm-hmm.
And then some later handhelds as well. I'm excited to see the series continue.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I also wanted to get a foot in the door. I also wanted to do a couple tricks on stream, show off some of my cool. As I wanted my excuse to play some Tony on stream. So thank you for allowing me to do that, Johnny.
Yeah.
On your segment on Johnny Bags, Not So Pro Skater.
Yeah, no, it's a pleasure to have you.
So when can we expect this next? This program? When can we expect the episode 3?
Yes, episode 3 of Johnny's Not So Pro Skater. That'll be in a fortnight or 2 weeks,
2
as
weeks
they
from
say.
now.
Which that's the 20th of Friday. The 20th of Friday?
Yeah, the 20th of Friday.
The 20th.
My favorite month out of the year.
The 20th of June. That should be the next one. I also might at some point take a brief break of the feature. Maybe after 4, do like something else and then get back to it. But yes, we'll be looking at the various versions of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, where we've got some real highs and real lows coming up. So be sure to tune into that one. That one's going to be a doozy, I can tell you.
And then, as far as
what's
other stuff on the schedule, I just want to quickly,
yeah,
just for the sake of putting it out there, tomorrow, June 7th, is going to be Curse Kart Racers episode 12, the catch-up episode, as we've previously discussed, games that we missed in previous episodes. Tune in Mondays for a casual Monday time slot, which Johnny is frequently on, and brings some fun games to the table. God, I just want to see Burnout again. Honestly, I don't know how many more Burnout games you can feature on that before it starts to get stale. I mean, it gets how many Call of Duty games I can bring to that segment as well. But then Tuesday the 10th, no idea. Thursday the 12th, still no idea. We need to put together a Patreon poll, Johnny. That falls on us, I think.
That's true.
To
Yeah,
come up with another one of those. Maybe we'll get to work on that post-show today at some point. I want to see you try to do the plugs. I do it at the end of most shows. I've got it down to a science. It's one of those things you need to practice, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you would like to support us, you can either back us on Patreon, you can get a membership on YouTube, subscribe on Twitch, obviously, or boost even on the Discord. That gives you access to the Patron Saints channel, where you can help influence the direction of the show, vote on future, poll voted episodes, and, general suggestions and Patreon exclusive discussions there. If you can't financially support us, though, that's totally okay. We understand. We also have a suggested viewing playlist on YouTube you can check out. Or if you, want to share any episodes. Also, if you want to share these episodes with anyone, maybe a Korean pop star who in their free time skateboards, who might be interested in this episode. We also have the podcast, the Bad Game Hall of Fame podcast. I believe episode 12 should be out soon, which is at, that's the URL, don't remember. Yep, podcast.badgamehalloffame.com. I know we at some point soon, I believe, we have a special guest episode set up.
Yes. Derek from Stop Skeletons from Fighting.
Yep.
And leveraging my industry connections. It's better now than never, I suppose.
And what's the email address people can email for that if they want to send in any questions?
Podcast@badgamehalloffame.com.
Brilliant. And I believe... Oh, also, if you do join the Discord, we have a channel, a little social gathering. We have the Bad Game Club.
Yes, there you go.
We like to have a little meetup, check out a little game for the month. For this month of June, we have a Devilish, also known as the Bad Omen. That is for the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. That is Imagine Breakout, but you're going through dungeons and taking out mystical monsters. And tremendous lore, so much lore. I want to see lore analysis in the Discord. Hit me up, we'll debate about the lore. And yeah, that's going for all the month of June, so come in, check that out, discuss your experiences with the game, and we'd love to have you.
We'll skip the raid for right now, yeah.
Okay.
So bring us to a close, Johnny.
Yeah, well, that being said, hope you enjoyed the show. I was your host, Johnny Baghead. This was my co-host here, Cassidy. Good job.
Thank you kindly.
And yeah, take care everyone out there, and try not to bell.
Get goofy with it.
Bye, folks.
Bye.
Whoop.